Welcome to our broadcast court. Court 2 here for the Thompsons Beach Cobram-Australian Beach Volleyball Tour. This is another pool match. This is our 9:40 match of the number 16 seeds Coco Farrow and Sophia Soderberg, taking on the number 8 sister pairing of Lucia Terra and Eva Terra. They will change ends here with the Terra sisters leading 4 points to 3. On another stunning Saturday morning here at Thompsons Beach in Cobram. Coco Farrow just with a handling error on serve reception there, just out of reach from Sophia Soderberg. Now, all the girls are obviously in their, their pink, maroon, red, purple tops, and they're all in black bikini bottoms as well. The sisters obviously looking fairly similar in the Terra sisters. They're the pairing serving at the moment. The one serving is Lucia. She's got the hair in the bun, and the one at the net and the ponytail, that's Eva. And the girls headed back to serve. That's Sophia Soderberg with the black visor and Coco with the blue visor at the net blocking. Just for those of you playing at home, trying to figure out who's who in the zoo. Oh, great roll from Lucia. Eva serves the middle, and we're going to have to put a little dinky ball over from Soderberg. She's at the net with the block. Great defense from Coco. She winds up, rolls it down the line. Eva with the dig. Oh, great shortcut. No shortcuts out here. Thank you. Lucia with the dig and the cut. Down the line, finds the deep corner and in. Nicely done from the Terra sisters, who are tearing it up at the moment here as they race out to a 5-point lead. Comments and feedback always welcome on the social media, so keep us posted. Let us know wherever you're watching from. We'll give you a little shout out. Coco with a short roll, but stays on her side of the net, and that's an error, and we'll change ends at 10-4. Terra sisters leading. The stand and deliver tactic not quite working for Coco and Sophia as they call themselves a timeout as they trail 5 points to 13. The Terra sisters from Victoria taking them to task here in the first set.
Visit Cobram-Barooga Golf Club. Ranked in the top 100 courses of Australia, it features 36 championship standard holes. Stay and play packages are available. come for a round of golf at Cobram-Barooga Golf Club.
Cobram-Barooga golf package, look. We're staying just across the road from there, and I tell you what, I don't think I've ever seen greener grass. Getting fed straight off the... And I've been to Ireland. Sophia Soderberg with her chance to send down a little jump float, as she does. Lucia with a roll, and just these Terra girls, they got it on a string at the moment. They are double the Farrow and Soderberg scoreline at 14-7, and we'll go to a technical timeout.
Nikki Laird will get to the net. Can she finish it with a block? How to win a gold medal from here.
Action back out here on the broadcast court. And speaking of broadcast, you would have just seen an advertisement for our SBS live coverage of the broadcast of the medals matches here at Thompsons Beach, Cobram. Tomorrow, Sunday the 6th, you can catch the gold medal and the bronze medal matches live on SBS and on demand. Back here with Soderberg with a swing, finds the net. The Terra sisters doing it quite comfortably here in the first set as they lead 15-7. A lift called on the set of Sophia Soderberg. Bump set and a shank sent into the comm box. That takes a 10-point buffer now to the Terra sisters from Victoria. Another one sent down the line, and that's going to bring up our first set points, 27 to the Terra sisters. Eva with the serve. Spin to win for the final point. Doesn't she just go whack? And Coco sends that one long, and we're going to go have a little short break and a chat as the Terra sisters of Victoria take out the first set, 21-7. The number 8 seeds over the number 16. We'll be right back.
This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place that I call my home.
Welcome back to the second set. Fault coming from Lucia to start things off here. And still pool play of the women's elite competition here at the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour. Diving, swinging, saving to no avail. That's Eva Terra. 2-point lead, 2-0. To Farrow and Soderberg. They did lose the first set, 21-7, so a little bit of work to do for the girls. Straight over the top, an emergency. We'll call it a knuckle, but I think it was a full fist from Eva Terra, and she'll go back to the service line to send down a floating bomb to Coco Farrow. Her chance to go for a swing. Oh, a little bit too tight from Lucia Terra for her sister. Full stretch, almost joined us in the comm box down here at the end of the court. And a 3-point lead, 4 points to 1 to Farrow and Soderberg. Coco's from Queensland, Sophia's from South Australia, and the Lucia Terras both from Victoria. That would be the Lucia Terra and Eva Terra sisters, for those of you playing at home. That one goes down the line from Eva, but it also goes wide of the line. And a 4-point lead now, 5 points to 1, Coco Farrow with the serve. with that change of ends, we've got ourselves 5-all. Seemingly conditions out there are fairly even for both teams, but it seems to be the far end of the broadcast being the more favoured. Whether that's to do with the sun position, because there's certainly not a breath of wind here on the banks of the mighty Murray. And that would be 6-all with that service fault from Lucia Terra. That's going to send Sophia Soderberg from South Australia back to the service line. Still going. Sisters never say die attitude, even after the whistle. Not going to get them too far. However, we're going to change ends at 7 points apiece. Got ourselves a nice little battle royale here in the second set. Oh, and that one going just long, with Eva going full deep squat to get out of the way. 8-7. Soderberg with a swing down the line, but goes just out. I thought she had him beat then. My mistake, I got a little excited. Sorry out there, folks. And wherever you're watching from, please give us a shout out. Love to know where you're from, where you're watching, where you're viewing, who you're supporting. I'll give you a little shout out if I get the chance. And with that defensive error from the Laterras, that takes us to a 2-point buffer. They still lead. Soderberg with the serve, but to Coco and Sophia's credit, they are now 1 point better than their first set. Oh, great angle, but a little too much heat. Goes wide of the sideline. Some epic defense out here. Full stretch from all four girls. Sure, some of our elite photographers out there will be getting some cracking action shots. Four of the more compact players out here on court, but also very, very dynamic. Welcome back to the banks of the mighty Murray River. You just saw some highlights there from tourism of the Murray region. It is absolutely cracking down here. It is perfect conditions. Not a breath of wind, bright sunshine, blue skies. Compared to last year's 60 degrees on court. And, well, let's be honest, we've only probably got half the amount of beach this year with La Nina and the emptying of some dams chewing up some shoreline real estate. But what a show we have. What a setup we have. And regardless of how much earth we've got to work with, the Terra sisters are doing their work out here. Just a little Latin Spanish joke for anybody out there listening that knows their Terra meaning the earth. And I'm sure somebody will correct me if I've got that completely wrong. All the angles being used here. With a 14-10 scoreline now to the Terra sisters. That's Lucia at the baseline. Oh, Eva everywhere on the dig. But can Soderberg finish it off? She can with the knuckles on a very tight set. Avoids the net. Nicely done from young Sophia Soderberg. One half of the number 16 seeds out here on our broadcast court. Lucia lines up and loads up and then just sends a little dinky knuckle over the top. Nicely done. Here on court one. We've got ourselves a cracking rally, but before that ball goes wide, we've got a secondary ball on court, so we'll have ourselves a little replay. I'll have to load up again. Eva with a nice serve down the middle. Bump set a little too wide from Coco for Sophia to deal with. And that's going to cause a timeout being called from Soderberg and Farrow as they lead 16-11.
Your destination for state-of-the-art simulated sports is the Bunker at Sporties. 4 bays of exciting sports and games to choose from, including golf, soccer, shooting range, bowling and more. You'll have a blast at the Bunker.
Back out here on court one, you just saw some magnificent stuff from Sporties of Barooga. Indoor simulated shooting and golf and basketball and baseball and anything you can think of, really. But I'll be perfectly honest, let's take the actual action outdoors here today for some ripping beach volleyball action here at the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour. Round 1 on the banks of the Murray River at Cobram. It's a border town, so I mentioned Sporties in Barooga. That's just across the river in the New South Wales side. And here in the Victorian side, we've got Cobram. Speaking of Victoria, we've got the Terra sisters, Lucia and Eva. Lucia with a nice cut shot there. Doing the damage as they extend their lead and swap ends now. Taking on the Queensland and South Australian pairing of Coco Farrow and Sophia Soderberg. Soderberg bringing some heat here on the first court, our main court, our broadcast court. You'll see just the advertising flags at the back of the court there and around the edges. There's not a breath of wind. It is perfect conditions. And as I mentioned those atmospheric conditions, the wind just starts to pick up a little. So at the far end of our broadcast position, you'll start to see the flags wave around a little bit more. Therefore, I would suggest the end closest to your camera, where the Terra sisters are, is the slightly more advantageous side. They have a lead of 4 points, 17-13, and also a 1 set to love lead. They are your number 8 seeds, taking on the number 16 seeds here in the elite program, or the elite side of the competition of the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour. Lucia, Terra down the line. 5-point lead now, 18-13. Tough serve from Lucia. Causes the ball to come back on that first touch. And then she sends one down the line. Little assistance from the net from Soderberg. Sends that one in front of Lucia on defense. Pegs one back. 14 serving 19. Farrow and Soderberg twice as good as their first set and still within striking distance here in the second. Lucia with another winner down the line of the blocker and the defender. And that brings up the first match point we've seen for the day on this game. Eva with the serve. She's going to spin to win. She spun it. And they've won it. Nicely done from the Victorian sisters, Lucia Terra and Eva Terra, the number 8 seeds. 2 sets to love winners here on our broadcast court. Court 1, round 1 of the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour here in Cobram.